Good morning and welcome to Read Becca. It's Saturday. I'm doing my morning couple hours of reading. We got some spring sunshine and the windows are open. I thought I would take a little break to catch up on what I've been reading this week. And my dog is snoring next to me. Apologies. So if you guys remember, I had been continuing on with The Dispossessed and A Desolation Called Peace. Those are still ongoing. The Dispossessed, I have read very little. A Desolation Called Peace, I think I read about 100 pages this week, so good progress on that one. Still liking both. The only thing I think I finished this week was on audio, and that was Earthlings by Sayaka Murata. Was so incredibly weird. I don't think I have ever read a weirder book than that. It follows a little girl who feels kind of disconnected from everyone, and we slowly find out that a lot of that is because of childhood trauma that she's going through. But she has a toy she's convinced is from an alien planet called Papin Papapia, and she latches onto that narrative even more when the only other person she connects with, her cousin Yu, also tells her that his mom has told him that he's an alien she picked up and takes care of. So they sort of circle around this narrative of being aliens and get more and more convinced as children of that. And then in the second half, I really liked there is sort of another line or an advancement of that, of rejecting social pressures and social roles. And so I was super on board for that in the second half. I really liked it. But the final 5 to 10%, things just went so far beyond that it was unbelievable. I was listening to it on audio and driving in the car to an appointment, and the whole way I was just having that uncontrollable jaw drop. You almost have to laugh at how bizarre this was. So I'm driving along like, that sort of thing. So, yeah, I can't really talk about it without huge spoilers because of how bizarre it is. I would say it's much more absurdist horror and dark comedy than it was sci-fi. So that I wasn't expecting, but it wasn't a bad book. I think it was very well written. I think the character was weird and quirky, but it kind of worked for the intent of the book and was well written characterization. So strange book, very strange. Go in with basically all of the content warnings. Other than that, so I actually have finished that on audio, and my hold for the audio of How the One-Armed Sister Sweeps Her House came in, and that is from the Women's Prize. So I was kind of excited that I had a really long-term hold wait started before it was announced as up for the prize. So now it has come in, and I'm listening to it. It's really phenomenally well written. I'm loving the writing. However, I just don't like any of the characters. They're kind of terrible people. So I'm enjoying the book though, so I'm continuing on. I think I'm about 20% into that, so we'll see how it goes. I also started up Let's Talk About Love by Claire Kahn. And that one I heard about a couple years ago via BookTube. I can't remember who actually brought it up, but I know the most recent person I've seen reading it was Shannon Riddler, who is also fantastic, all genre reader like myself, so I will link her down below if you're interested in subscribing. But I am liking it so far. I kind of expected more of a fluffy romance, and it seems to be more of an exploration of asexuality and coming of age. So it's not exactly what I was hoping for, but it seems to be a good book and one of the very few ace romance books I've ever heard of. So I'm liking it okay. And I've got a ton of holds backing up, so I'm hoping to get through those things from the library really quickly on ebook. What else is going on? I think that's it for actual books, but this upcoming week is going to be a huge reading / book related week for me. The Reddit r/fantasy subreddit has a yearly book bingo where they announce a 25 book card essentially. And I mean, I think everyone on BookTube is familiar with how bingo type challenges work. So it's one book per square, and each of the squares is a different challenge or topic to cover with your book. So I've done it several years. I always enjoy it, and it tends to really reinvigorate my reading. So the slump that I'm going through right now in March, I'm hoping this April 1st announcement of the new card will get me jump started. I probably will spend just April 1st, 2nd, and 3rd running through what I want to plan. I love making plans for the new bingo card. So I think that is going to be a really fun next week. And the following week I actually have off work, so I should be able to jump start some reading there and really get into my squares for the card and catching up on all those holds that I have. So I will actually link the current bingo challenge down below as well, which is just wrapping up. I think that's all for my reading this week. Not too much else going on, so catch up with me on what you are reading this week down below, and thanks for watching.